Another scandal for Democratic leadership is the Biden family's troubling ties to China.
Democrats doing damage control this morning as Hunter Biden reveals he is now under investigation for possible tax fraud.
Fox News has obtained June 2017 correspondence between Hunter Biden and Yi Jianming, the chairman of CEFC.
Hunter Biden confirming that the Justice Department has been investigating his finances and his overseas business dealings in places like China since 2018.
For years, there have been questions about Hunter Biden's business dealings with foreign companies while using his father's name and title for leverage.
I find it hard to believe that if you're in charge of overseeing corruption in the Ukraine as vice president under the Obama administration, you didn't know your own son was on the board of Burisma, one of the most corrupt gas companies in the Ukraine.
Yet it's his close ties to the Chinese government that many find most alarming.
There's not one series of facts between China and Hunter Biden. There are a number of points of contact over time. And that is an indication that China went to great lengths to compromise the Biden family.
There are reportedly 4 separate investigations into Hunter Biden over tax issues, over potential money laundering, and other probes to do with his foreign business dealings.
What did Hunter Biden do for the money? It's very simple. What did he do for the money?
The controversy begins in 2013, when then Vice President Biden traveled to China on board Air Force Two for a series of official meetings on behalf of the Obama administration. His son Hunter was on the same flight.
Now, Hunter Biden is the head of this small financial firm called Rosemont Seneca Partners. They don't really have very many deals. They've done nothing in China. Hunter Biden himself really has no background in private equity.
Around that time, Hunter was forming a Chinese private equity fund.
Within 10 days, Hunter Biden's small boutique investment firm lands a $1 billion private equity deal funded by the Chinese government. It's later expanded to $1.5 billion. What's so stunning about this is it's a deal involving the Chinese government itself. This is a country, a government that is our chief rival on the global stage. But that's really only the beginning.
Not only does it appear Hunter Biden is in business with people connected to President Xi Jinping, Peter Schweizer says he's linked to China's military as well.
The People's Liberation Army comes in and buys this real estate company that involves Hunter Biden. The estimates are it's for more than $100 million.
Tony Bobulinski was a business partner of Hunter and Jim Biden at the time. He spoke exclusively with Tucker Carlson in October.
They were putting their entire family legacy on the line. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were dealing with a Chinese-owned, enterprise run by Chairman Yi, CFC, that had strong financial support and political support from the Chinese Communist Party. That's how it was presented to me.
And when Tony Bobulinski met with Joe Biden, it was something that Hunter Biden arranged because he wanted to demonstrate to Tony Bobulinski the fact that this was an entire family that was buying into these commercial deals. It's really quite disturbing.
Bobulinski says there was no way Joe Biden did not know what his son and brother were up to.
And I remember looking at Jim Biden and saying, how are you guys getting away with this? Like, aren't you concerned? And he looked at me and he laughed a little bit and said, plausible deniability.
Who says that? Tony Bobulinski thought that was pretty suspicious at the time. And in hindsight, anyone who uses those words is obviously trying to hide something.
The day after the Bobulinski interview hit the airwaves, Jim Biden was approached by Fox News.
Mr. Biden! Hi, do you care to answer some questions? Just wondering, why did you involve Joe Biden in your China deal? Why did you and Hunter Biden want Joe Biden to meet with Tony B?
What are you talking about?
Are you Mr. Jim Biden? I wanted to ask you about the China deal.
Please stop bothering me.
You don't want to comment, sir?
I don't want to comment about anything.
Hunter Biden did comment, saying this to ABC News.
Well, I just said to you.
Company.
I said to you. In retrospect, I wish that my judgment.
Time, you never thought this might not look right.
You know what? I'm a human. And you know what? Did I make a mistake? Well, maybe in the grand scheme of things, yeah. But did I make a mistake based upon some ethical lapse? Absolutely not.
In late December, Biden finally sat down for an interview to answer questions about his son. But he did not talk with a journalist. Instead, he responded to comedian Stephen Colbert.
We have great confidence in our son. I am not concerned about any accusations that have been made against him. It's used to get to me.
The suggestion or the notion that Joe Biden is not aware of his son's business activities and who he's doing business with is flat out ludicrous. All we have to do is look at the statements that Hunter Biden himself has said. He's admitted the fact that he's introduced his father to some of his business associates.
It's clear that his family, Hunter Biden, and at least his brother James Biden, were conducting an overseas influence peddling operation using Joe Biden's name, and that Joe Biden knew about it.
Do you still think that the stories from the fall about your son Hunter were Russian disinformation and a smear campaign, like you said?
Yes. God love you, man.
We need to find out where the money came from and where the money went. And until we know that, we will not have the complete picture of the potential hold that China has over the Biden family.
As news was breaking on important stories like Eric Swalwell and Hunter Biden, the mainstream media stayed mostly silent. Is Communist China benefiting from a dismissive American press? We'll take